Greetings and welcome back to Resident Evil. We are now back in the mansion and, well, while the zombies may mostly be gone, we have another new threat to deal with. Now, these little guys are known as hunters. They are one of Umbrella's biological weapon mutant creatures, and they are kind of this human-reptile hybrid. And they are a pain in the ass. But before we talk more about them, let's just use our helmet key on this first door right here. And the room is pretty dark, but luckily there is a light switch right here. And we can see something on the table that kinda looks like an ink ribbon. We'll get that in a little bit. There is something more important in this room. Nothing in this closet. But over on this side, we have the first volume of the Doom book, Knee Deep in the Dead, I believe. And we'll be back for that item on the table, or on the desk, just a bit later. That book is what we came to get because it's a key item and we really need it for progress. So, yeah, that is obviously going to be the priority. But yeah, hunters. These guys are basically the bane of every RE player's existence. At least every player of the original European and American release back in '96. Because, well, of course, first of all, there is no auto-aim, which makes them kind of annoying to fight. And the Western version also boosted their health. Now in the Japanese version, and in all the later releases of the game... Oh, hold on. Well, at least Barry is still helping us out. Yeah, in the later releases of the game, everything past the first director's cut, the hunters' health was... well, it was brought back to the level that it was in the original Japanese release. So you could kill one of the hunters with a single grenade. Any type of grenade. But here, as we are playing the artificial difficulty version, they take 2, or even 3 if you are unlucky. Anyway, we'll just flip through the Doom book here and discover there's a medal hidden inside, so we shall grab that. We'll just put that away for much later. Yeah, that looks about right. I also saved because, well, I didn't really make all that much progress, but why not? I still got a few ink ribbons left, and I'm not really taking any risks with these hunters because, well, aside from being annoying in general, they can also kill you in one hit, even if you are at full health. So that is a little bit of a problem. But right now we'll just come back to the item on this desk, and instead of an ink ribbon, it is actually some magnum rounds. And of course we do not have the magnum yet, but that will change pretty soon. So it's good to have some bullets already. And we'll just go and deposit those before we continue on. Now I could have gone up the stairs next to the save room, but there are 2 hunters up there and I don't really want to engage with them right now. I'll try to get at least one of them off guard later on. So we'll take the long way around. Oh, hello. And that just completely missed. Yeah, so the hunters in this version tend to get a lot more hits in than they would in the original Japanese version and of course in the director's cut. So we can expect to be losing quite a bit more health during this segment of the game than we normally would. Now we opened this door before and it led to this little terrace, but we didn't actually check what was out here. Well, at the moment we have a couple of zombies in here, or out here, rather. And in just a minute we'll find out what they were guarding. If they would just go down already, that would be quite helpful. Thank you. So yeah, we could have come here earlier, but all that is here really is just a bunch of green herbs, and at the time we didn't really have the inventory room for them or really the need for them. Plus, I didn't really want to fight two dogs in this kind of cramped area, so I just waited to come here at this point instead, because I find that 3 zombies is a lot less annoying to fight than a couple of dogs. At least they move slowly. I'll leave the rest of the herbs behind. We can always come back here. And what fun awaits us in the old dog hallway, you may ask? Well, the dog hallway is now a spider hallway. Which is kinda gross, but honestly these guys are totally harmless at this point. You just run right past them and they won't be doing anything to you. Because they don't really have time to do anything to you. Now if you go back the other way, I'm not sure if they are already on the floor, so that might be a problem, but spoiler alert, we will never go to that hallway again. At least I don't think we do. So we'll just keep on making our way back towards the main hall, which is still a safe zone. And it also remains a safe zone in... Well, it remains safe throughout the game. There will never be any enemies spawning in here. Now in the remake you can have a Cerberus show up in here if you open the front door, and I'm not sure if on that New Game Plus mode where you have zombie forest chasing you all over the place, I don't remember if he can show up in the main hall, but yeah, aside from that, I believe this is always safe in all the versions of the game. Now we can hear some clicking, and that means hunters are afoot. And I just completely wasted a shot there, but yeah, that's unfortunate, but that happens. Well, I deserved that. At least he didn't take my head off. And also we are using entirely too much ammo against these guys. And what makes it even worse that I am using the acid rounds, which, of course, as Mr. Burton described them, they are really useful, especially against living things, and of course the hunters do count as living things, but there's also something else that we could potentially want to save them for. But since I'm an idiot, I just kinda waste all of them on the hunters, so go me. I hear him jumping around. Come on. Haven't got all day. Well, at least that one had the courtesy to die in one hit. Now, hunters, like all other enemies in the game, they have a slightly randomized pool of health, in that they might take one hit or they might take 3 hits if you're really unlucky. But at least that guy only took 1, so we saved some ammo there. And also this is the second of the helmet key doors. And this one is actually completely optional, but highly recommended. Alright, we've got a top secret memo just lying around on the table. And apparently we have been lured to the mansion or into the lab and made to fight the BOWs, aka bioorganic weapons, to obtain combat data or whatever. So yeah, we are not here by accident. Here we have some magnum rounds, we might as well take those. Some shotgun shells as well, but we don't really need those right now, we'll be back for them in a little bit. But there is something more important here. Something much more important, in fact. Can't quite see it yet, but if we just turn off the lights... No, we don't want to push it again. We can see something flashing in the deer's head. As soon as we can push the stepladder in the correct position, we can take a look at what's up there. Well, sure, we'll remove this red eye here, and it turns out to be another jewel. But you might remember what also needed a red eye. I might as well just turn the lights back on for when we come back here for these shotgun shells. Yeah, there was a certain thing in the downstairs part of the mansion that required a red eye. And we shall go and deposit that right now. Well, we have one hunter lurking behind the corner right there, right beneath the staircase. And there is, of course, the entrance to a save room, so we might want to take him out. Ah, hitboxes. Wonderful. Well, that was 2 rounds wasted again, so that was very smart from me, as usual. We probably could have made it into the save room without taking this guy out, but I do not feel comfortable with these guys around. At all. So there's obviously going to be another one right down this corridor. So... I do wish that more of them would die from one shot, but... I guess we'll take what we can get at this point. But really the fact is that I have once again wasted entirely too much ammo, and if I had an ounce of sense in my head, I would just reload one of my saves and try to do this either without killing so many of these guys or just trying to aim a little bit better, but as it is, I decided to live with my failures. Just go and deposit some stuff while we're here. Sadly, there is nothing new in this save room. No acid rounds or first aid spray or shotgun shells left behind by Barry. Okay, let's see what we should take. Yeah, explosives sounds about right. I usually cut out all the inventory box management and that kind of stuff, but that was such a short bit of that I just kept it in. Not hearing any telltale clicking at this point, but there's obviously going to be a hunter here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Hello. And also that jumping attack sucks, because you can't hit them while they're jumping. I'm actually kind of surprised that they haven't used their instant kill attack yet. I think at least one of them tried it, but got a grenade round in the face for his troubles. Yeah, you remember this statue of a tiger? Some tigers have a red eye and a blue eye. Of course, he already has the blue eye, so let's just complete the set. And wait as he slowly turns around. Any day now. And we have the Colt Python. That's right, we've got the Magnum now. Now the Python is of course one of the most powerful guns in this game, and just like the grenade launcher, it can take out a hunter in 2 shots, but we'll try not to waste too many bullets on those guys, because we will be needing the Python for much later. So yeah. Ammo for it is not exactly plentiful, so it's a good idea to save it for some bigger targets, if you will. Now this of course leads right back to the hallway with Kenneth, and where the first zombie was back at the start of the game. And we could use this as a shortcut to the main hall, but... And also that was crap, I was trying to hit him with the Magnum bullet, but he just jumped at the exact wrong moment, and as we can see there are 2 of those guys in that hallway. So I decided that discretion may be the better part of valor this time, and just let them be. And let them to their own devices to do whatever hunters do when they are hanging out. Exchanging claw sharpening tips or whatever. But yeah, all that really accomplished was a waste of a couple of pretty precious Magnum bullets, so not exactly optimal, but we'll live. And we also head back up to grab the the box of shotgun shells that we left behind. So now that we have opened 2 of the 3 doors that require the helmet key, we are going to go and find the last one. Would you please stop jumping already? Well, that wasted some ammo again, so go me. And that nearly got my ass killed. Yeah, with the hunters you always wanna be on your toes, because any wrong move and there's a chance you might get absolutely mullered. Or even just a little bit of bad luck can get you killed. And also there was a little bit of a jump cut because I went to the room where Richard was and I don't really have any business in there. I mean, we left behind some shotgun shells in the room where Jon was, but I don't remember if there happens to be something like 17 hunters between us and those shells, so I figured I might as well just forget about it. Well, on the plus side, we have taken out most of the hunters in the building. On a less positive note, we have also wasted a lot of ammo while doing it. And there's another hunter standing around, but we will deal with him next time, because the save room is right here and there is something behind him that, well, we will be dealing with next time. So that is going to be exciting. And I will see you then.